Hello everyone, and welcome to my poster Mexicanos in Oregon, Improving Access to Their Stories Through Metadata. My name is Valeria Davila Gronros, and I am a fellow in the Diversity Scholars Program at the Oregon State University Libraries and Press. I had the opportunity to present my first poster here at AMIA last year, and it was about a film reassessment project I was carrying out as part of this program at OSU. And this time I wanted to share about another project I completed most recently for the Oregon Multicultural Archives involving oral histories. But before I talk about my contributions to this project, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the collection these oral histories belong to and address the work that preceded mine. I'd like to start with introducing Erlinda Gonzalez Berry, who served as professor and chair in the Department of Ethnic Studies at Oregon State University. Born in New Mexico and with Hispanic descent, Erlinda also developed a career as a literary critic and writer, often concerned with the Mexican experience in the U.S. Between 2007 and 2010, Erlinda donated to the OSU Special Collections and Archives all the materials produced during her research for the book Mexicanos in Oregon, Their Lives, Their Stories, a book that she co-authored with her Argentinian peer Marcela Mendoza, who was also an OSU instructor at the time, interested in Mexican immigration to the U.S. These materials became the Erlinda Gonzalez Berry Papers collection, and among them are drafts of the book, notes, correspondence, photographs, etc., and 34 cassette tapes of oral history interviews with Mexican migrants in Oregon. These tapes were digitized, and the audio files are available upon request in the reading room of the OSU Special Collections and Archives. In spring term 2020, the Oregon Multicultural Archives collaborated with an ethnic studies class on an oral histories assignment. The students listened to the oral history interviews and wrote interviewee biographies, summaries, and in some cases, historical context essays, both in Spanish and English, as the majority of the interviews had been conducted in Spanish. By fall of the same year, I was working remotely already, and since oral history, immigration, and making materials available in Spanish are key areas of interest to me, I was offered to work on this oral history project to help improve it. My work consisted in reviewing and amending the biographies, summaries, and historical context essays that the students had created and translating to English or Spanish where necessary, as well as creating the bilingual biographies and summaries where they were missing. From the 25 interviews, I reviewed, amended, and in some cases translated 19 of them, and for the remaining 6, I did the work from scratch, listening to the audio several times and creating the biographies and summaries both in English and Spanish. Once I was finished with the descriptive metadata, the information was added in both languages to the finding aid to help make these stories more accessible and discoverable. These interviews document experiences of Mexican migrants in Oregon and that of the children of early Mexican settlers, including Maria Damaris Silva, who played an important role in community organizing in the state, and Sean Little, who served as the first director to the Valley Migrant League. I hope you enjoyed this poster presentation today, and if you are interested in these materials, please follow the instructions to the finding aid on this slide or scan the QR code on the bottom right. Thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure as always. If you have any questions, ask away after this presentation, or feel free to send me an email at davilashb@oregonstate.edu.